Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined now by the man who has brought The Force Awakens to the big screen. It is the one and only J.J. Abrams! J.J., how are you this evening? This must be quite a special event. You filmed here. This is the European premiere.
First of all, thank you to everyone here who's come out and welcomed us so warmly. It's incredible to be back in London where we shot the film. And this is an amazing night. I'm trying to burn it on my brain. It's incredible.
Now, obviously, we know very well you're a fan of Star Wars. You were a fan before you came to be directing this. But what was that actually like for you as a fan directing a movie in a saga you loved so much?
It was exciting, probably more than I can describe. But it was never one giant leap into directing it. It was a million small steps. So by the time we got there and we were actually shooting, I think we all felt ready to go. But I was always, every day on set, struck by how incredible it was and what a privilege it was to be there.
And we're going to talk about the new cast in a moment, but obviously Carrie, Mark, and Harrison are in this movie. What was it like for you directing them in those iconic roles?
Well, you know, I've been a fan of theirs since I was 10, so to get to work with them at all was a thrill, especially in these roles. But they were all extraordinary and amazing actors, each one, and so hardworking that it made the process far more normal and natural feeling than I ever expected.
You say you first saw them in these roles when you were 10 years old. If you could, I'm going to take you on a little journey now. If the 8-year-old you if you could imagine them seeing The Force Awakens and it being their first Star Wars movie on the big screen, how do you think your 8-year-old self would react?
Wait, what are you asking? If I'm 8 years old? Hold on a second. I was 10 when I saw the movie, so I'm 8. What happens?
You lost 2 years.
I'm so confused by your question. I would say, first of all, where's the time machine? I'm not quite sure what you're asking, but I will answer this anyway. I think that if someone had told me at that age I'd be involved in this, I never would have believed them. And to be part of it is, even after 3 years of working alongside literally thousands of people on this movie, it's still impossible that we all got to be part of it.
I've got a far simpler question now, and it's about the brilliant Daisy Ridley and John Boyega. What won you over in terms of them playing the roles of Rey and Finn in the film? Well,
there's an amazing thing that George Lucas did when he created Star Wars. He created a kind of a tone that needed to be met. We tried to go backwards to go forwards on this movie, go back to a feeling that we all felt when we first saw Star Wars. And in order to realize the story, the new story we wanted to tell in that world, we needed actors that were going to be able to bring that and deliver it at the level that was set, this iconic sort of way that George Lucas did it. So we were so lucky to have Daisy Ridley walk in the office and read, and was just extraordinary the very first time. And same with John Boyega, whose work I had known from Attack the Block, and I was already a big fan of his. But these are two incredible actors. Watching them together is amazing. Watching them with Harrison and Carrie and Mark is a kind of alchemy, and there's a spark that, thank God, worked, because you never quite know until you're on set.
JJ, it's a pleasure seeing you here at the premiere. It's a fantastic film. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only J.J. Abrams! Ladies and gentlemen, a man who needs no introduction. It is the legend, George Lucas! Hello, George. How are you?
Hello. Good to be here.
Great to have you here. How's your night been so far?
Pardon?
How's your night been so far this evening, walking the red carpet at The Force Awakens?
Well, it's great. As I said, we've never had a premiere in the United States before this. I guess they did one here, one there, but all of our premieres have always been here in London. They usually were May for the Prince's Charity, but so it's like coming home to an event that we've done, for the last 40 years. But this is the biggest, by far.
It's pretty big, isn't it? It is pretty big. Now, there was quite an important moment. Yourself and J.J. Abrams just passed on the stairs, and it struck me, it feels a little bit like an analogy for what's happening here. You're passing the baton of Star Wars onto J.J. It must make you very happy having someone like J.J. taking the reins of something you created.
Yeah, it's great. You know, I felt that I had to pass it on before I passed on, and that it would be an easier thing to do. And you know, at the same time, you know, JJ took one tour and said, "I'm out of here." So now we have other great directors coming in, and so I have an idea what they're going to do. So at least I have an idea what's going on.
And from when you created Star Wars to now, how does it feel? How does it make you feel knowing that we are here at the premiere of another chapter involving characters you created all those years ago?
Well, it feels great. It feels, you know, impossible, but it feels great. I think I'm in the Twilight Zone. I don't know what. But it's, you know, it's 40 years, and it looks like I may go on for another 50 or maybe even 100.
Now you've seen the movie and you've seen the new cast. What was your reaction seeing these hugely talented new faces running with these roles on screen?
Great actors. You know, they did a terrific job, and you know, I think it's a movie that the fans will really love.
And that's the most important thing, after all, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hey, Mr. George Lucas, fantastic to have you here in London. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Mr. George Lucas.